What's up, guys? Psycho Chef here. I'm out here in the bee yard right now, and I can't really call it a bee yard because I've only got, the one hive. But as you can see, I got my package right here, got everything set up, ready to go. I'm gonna do my installation. Probably best if I do this with both hands and not try to videotape it while I install the package. So I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video for now, and then as soon as I install the package, I'll show you what we've got. All right, stay tuned. Okay, ready? See? Okay.
Cuidado, mi amor.
Come on. Sugar water. Get back in there. You know what? That's why I brought these. Ooh, sorry. Just checking my queen. She's good. She's got 1, 2, 3, 4 attendants. You see in there, she's walking around in there. They're a little stirred up because I shook them around. So we'll worry about her in a minute. I'm gonna drop her off someplace shaded. Here, I'll do just fine. All right. Now for the fun part. No tengas miedo, amigo. Alright, so we're going to put them in a little bit more sugar water on them. This doesn't hurt them at all. Just makes it so that they can't get all flighty on me. Alright. Oops. So we'll leave that here overnight. Let them, the bees that are left in the cage, are gonna fly up and find their way into the hive. And here it is. All right, got my queen cage. And what I'm gonna do first, before I even put it in the hive, take out this cork. No, maybe not. Probably should have brought a toothpick or one of my needles that I have at home. There we go. All right, so that's the candy end. And what I'm gonna do now, a little trick I saw online. Hey there, little girl. See, she's already got one person coming up, checking on her. Except that she's being really aggressive. That's not a good sign. I don't like that. All right, go on, get out of here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna zip tie my queen to the frame. And I'm going to slowly lower her in here.
Yeah.
Un momento. There we go. All right, so since all the bees kind of congregated in the middle on the bottom board, I'm gonna move the queen off to the side a little bit instead of putting her directly in the middle of the hive. All right, these bees are being a lot more friendly to the queen. So that's a good sign, I like that. I think that one bee was just angry. All right. And just make sure that these are tightened up. And as with all packages, there were dead bees in there. That happens, it's to be expected. Bees die every day. They have a short lifespan, about a month, give or take, depending on the season and what breed of bee you have. So, actually, clear these guys off of here. A lot of these are drones just sucking up all the sugar water, stealing from their sisters. we're just gonna add the sugar water that I got with the package. Which doesn't actually, it's a lot less than I thought it was gonna be, so I'm glad I brought extra. All right, sugar water. The rest of what I had. Simple 1-to-1 ratio, 1 cup sugar, 1 cup water. And that, spiders, is that. Just want to make sure that you don't squish anybody, because there is nothing that will piss a bee off like squishing one of them. And that's it. Installation's done. I just got to square it up a little bit, make sure that there's no crevices that other bugs can get in there, and call it a day, go home. All right, guys, that was my my bee installation. Could have gone a little bit smoother, but like I said, this is my first time. I know I've only got 1 hive, and a lot of people say, you know, do it with 2 hives, blah, blah, blah. Well, I'm a beekeeper on a budget, so this is all I could do. Hopefully, there's a lot of land out here, a lot of beautiful flowers, a lot of nectar. There's butterflies everywhere, so I know that there's nectar sources around here. So hopefully this will still be a nice, strong hive. It is early April. It came a month ahead of what I thought it would be. And, you know, just gonna have to kind of wait and see what happens. If I can split it, I'll split it. I'm gonna get some more supplies later on this year, I hope. You know, with the way the world is right now, we'll see what happens. I'm just going to focus on getting one good strong hive out of the winter this year. But going to come back in 3 days, make sure that they've released the queen. If she hasn't been released naturally with that candy end, you saw the cork that I actually had a little trouble. It was pretty wet, actually. Had a lot of trouble getting that cork out of there, but I was able to finally get it out. That's a candy end, and what that is it's essentially kind of like it's a sugar candy. Some people call it marshmallow, some people call it fondant, call it whatever you will. The bees will eat away at that. It usually takes around 3 days, and they'll eat away at that, and they'll release the queen naturally. They were being, there was one bee that was getting a little aggressive with her, biting at the cage, trying to sting through it, so I shooed her off and put the queen back down. When I picked her back up again, she had a few more attendants that were being not aggressive at all, but hopefully this will be okay. I live in Texas, and these guys came from North Georgia, so they've had a long trip. They're pretty they're pretty riled up right now, to say the least. But yeah, we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you guys posted. And gonna show you guys here real quick what it looks like. So this is the hive. I'm gonna leave this down here for the night, and the bees are gonna fly back into it. I got my entrance reducer down there, and we'll see what happens. Oh, I need to put my brick back on. I almost forgot. That would have been really bad. All right, there we go. Bye, girls. All right, well, we'll catch you guys in the next video.